A potential 3.3% decrease in Bitcoin Cash is projected by March 9, per CoinLore. But first, let's take a second to assess the latest price behavior. Bitcoin Cash has shown a 0.4% decline in the past 24 hours and is hovering near $449.20. Now for today's analyst breakdown. CoinLore predicts a move down to $434.29 tomorrow. That's roughly 3.3% lower than now. Bitcoin Cash might edge down to $446.25 according to Traders Union, roughly 0.6% lower. CoinPrice forecast highlights the potential to reach up to $450, a rise estimated at 0.2%. A separate projection by Gulf Capital Collector highlights Bitcoin Cash could reach $461.50, an increase of approximately 2.8%. And lastly, Crypto Predictions targets $481.63 by tomorrow, which would mean a gain of 7.2%. This is the highest yielding forecast in this lineup. We've reviewed 5 views. Let's move forward. We've seen the projections. Time to check the forecast metrics. The forecast range now stands between a decrease of 3.3% and an increase of 7.2%. Overall, Crypto Predictions provides the leading forecast with 7.2% gain in value by tomorrow. After adding it all up, you could take in between $2 and $72 for every $1,000 you invest. Considering the odds, CoinPrice forecast leads with a 92.8% chance of success. Out of all the forecasts presented, I've shaped one single consensus overview. According to the consensus, Bitcoin Cash appears set for an increase of about 1.3%. Let's unpack the numbers. Consensus trends point to price advancing by 1.3%. At that same percentage level, your capital could also experience growth. On a 1,000 example, the move could potentially translate into about $13 gained. This consensus outlook is associated with a likelihood of about 88.2%. At this stage, let's examine the short-term 3-day predictions from analysts. CoinLore highlights that Bitcoin Cash could slide lower. Traders Union sees the price heading upward in the days ahead. CoinPrice forecast notes that short-term changes will be negligible. Gulf Capital Collector believes the price is set to climb further. Likewise, Crypto Predictions highlights an upward outlook for Bitcoin Cash. By merging analyst expectations, the consensus paints a picture of steady upward momentum for Bitcoin Cash across the 3-day outlook. Bringing all opinions together, the majority view suggests that Bitcoin Cash is more likely to trend upward during the coming 3 days. 5 forecasts were published 2 days ago. Let's see how accurate they turned out. In the end, the price reached $450.10. Only 2 predictions turned out right. Best alignment with the actual price came from CoinPrice forecast. Now it's time to go through the results systematically. The results showed that only one forecast landed within the range. For ROI, multiple analysts ended in the green, and the maximum return recorded was 2%. Here's the combined results. Every forecast tested and displayed. Based on the verified data, Digital CoinPrice recorded -1.5% ROI and $10.09 accuracy. Look at the numbers and decide who performed best. Now you can see how Bitcoin Cash compares with other assets in the forecasted returns for tomorrow. The leader today is Zcash, showing a forecasted 4.4% return. Currently, Bitcoin Cash is compared with 4 random cryptocurrencies. The full list with many more will appear soon on my website and Telegram. Before you go, like and subscribe so you can stay informed effortlessly while I handle the analysis part. See you later.